Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. So today's video we are playing around Finale of Promise with a deck I'm calling Burn of Promise. It is almost a straight up burn deck. I did build this initially during the 24-hour stream a long time ago and it didn't do very well because I tried to go completely all burn with this and I did win games, but it was a little bit too inconsistent. So I did add in a couple more cards like G2 Lava Runner, Runaway Steamkin, and Pyromancer so that we can get the Wizard Lightning going off. In fact, I think I'm trying to figure out the numbers for this still. I haven't built enough burn deck or like mono red decks to know the numbers, how it's supposed to work. I really like Skewer the Critics in this deck because I think it works really well with Steamkin, where we can, if we do damage, we can get quite a bit of value from that. And otherwise, it's a Rackdos burn deck where we have Sovereign's Bites, we have Lightning Strikes, we have all the shocks, so we can just get in some extra damage really quickly and easily. And then we kind of finish off the deck with Finale of Promise. This is the once we cast this, we should be getting the play that we need to win the game. It may not actually win the game that turn, but a Finale of Promise, you may cast up to one target instant and or up to one target sorcery card from your graveyard, each with converted mana cost X or less without paying their mana cost. If a card cast this way would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead if it's X or more. If it's X10 or more. We're never going to get to X10 with this deck. Anyway, you can copy the copies that you got before. So what we're trying to do with this deck is we are going for things that it's X or less. So we are trying to make sure that we have sorceries and instants in the graveyard so that we can get some extra value with Finale of Promise. So we can, you know, pay this for X2. So we pay for 4 mana and we can get a Lightning Strike and a Sovereign's Bite for 4 mana. And so that's 6 burn and gain 3 life out of 4 mana. If we get it up to X3, we can maybe Risk Factor and Sword Point Diplomacy or Light Up the Stage or something else amazing here. And that's kind of the goal of this deck is trying to make sure that we are still drawing lots of cards with Light Up the Stage, Sword Point Diplomacy, Risk Factors, keeping our hand pretty full throughout all of this, trying to find our Finale of Promise. We're going to be using our burn spells typically in the early game to get rid of creatures that are annoying, trying to get in early points of damage, making our Spectacle costs actually happen. So maybe we can get some counters onto our Runaway Steamkin, get stuff into the graveyard, so then we can Finale of Promise and go off. So I do think that there is a way that we can win. We can get a lot of points of burn in really quickly with this deck, but that's like the perfect hand and people giving us lots of cards with Risk Factors and things. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how this goes for us, and yeah, wish me luck. All right, up against Dr. Peckers, bringing on Senior Pecker. And is that like a very derogatory like saying or whatever, Pecker? Anyway, we're gonna keep this and hold up our shock. I don't think we're gonna go face right away. We want to hold up some burn for creature removal, and being able to turn on our Skewer the Critics would be really nice as well. So we're just going to keep this and see what else we draw into along the way. I kind of wish that we had more card draw available to us, or things that do draw us cards. Let's just pass to my turn. Sword Point Diplomacy is fun. Let's go ahead and Pyromancer down to 18. So the best thing is to try to hold up as much burn as we can in our hand. So we sacrifice a creature, that's fine. Get a lot of card draw with Sword Point Diplomacy, or they might actually like take damage with the Sword Point Diplomacy. We'll see. So Sword Point Diplomacy, reveal the top 3 cards of your library. For each of those cards, put that card into your hand unless opponent pays 3 life. So with those cards that we just revealed, they can decide if they want to pay 3 life or put it into our exile. So so putting this into exile, it is a little bit annoying because then we don't get that 3 converted mana cost thing into our graveyard. But he just took 6 points of damage for a 3 converted mana cost spell. The best thing to do, guys, with this always is to just take the damage, or not take the damage, to just give them the cards usually, because it's better that they have to spend mana for those rather than take 3 damage for 3 mana, you know, like, or whatever. So let's just pass the turn. I don't feel like skewering just yet. I'm hoping this isn't a life gain deck. Resplendent Angel. Okay. All right, pass to my turn. Light up the stage is good. All right, so we get to shock them. Light up the stage for spectacle cost. Get some value there. Let's go ahead and light up the stage again. And we are going to skewer here. And we have double Lava Runner into Risk Factor next turn. Oh, we actually have Lava Runner now. I thought I'd already played a land. Sweet. It's like Christmas. Oh, it's the best. I'm so weird. I'm sorry, guys. But this is exactly what we wanted to be doing right here. This is phenomenal. Yeah, opponent just scoops it up. That is so much burn. Yeah, so if ever you run into Skewer the Critics, I found unless it's like an experimental frenzy or something that would completely turn the game around, if it's just burn, give them the burn and make them spend the mana for it rather than taking it right then for 3 mana. You know, like for the 3 mana they've already spent, you can just dodge that damage by letting him draw cards. I don't know. I've won more games doing it that way than the other way. All right, up against Sir Twist. We had Dr. Pecker and now we have Sir Twist. Dude. And all right, we will keep this. We have the finale. We have a... All right, we're gonna play Mountain and pass the turn. We have a another 3 CMC card, so we're hoping to get to 5 mana so we can finale play Skewer and Risk Factor at some point. Got an Electromancer, killing that. Yep, you're gonna die. So we can play this deck a little bit more control-y initially. We're not gonna be able to play anything this turn, so just Blood Crypt tap, pass the turn. Maybe I should have held on to the shock for a possible Skewer, spectacle cost. But Dragon Skull Summit, digging for lands actually here I think is our main thing. So we're just going to light up the stage. Risk Factor might have been a good play as well, but we find land and a Risk Factor. If they take damage from this Risk Factor, then we get to Skewer the Critics next turn, get a couple things into the graveyard, and Finale of Promise on the next turn will be pretty good. All right, Crackling Drake. For 0 power at the moment. Okay, so Swamp. Go ahead and play this Risk Factor. I'm guessing they just take it. Yeah, they take it. We haven't played a land. We have played a land, all right. Spectacle, Skewer. Okay. And pass the turn. Next turn, I think we do just try to go for the Finale of Promise. We can get a lot of value from it. Another Finale of Promise as well. All right, so X3. So grab Risk Factor and grab... Do we care to draw more cards at the moment? I think we need to start going face. So Skewer the Critics and Risk Factor. That's a really weird interface. I've never actually seen that happen yet. Okay, so they know that 3 damage is coming in, so they do let us draw the cards there. Yeah, I'm wanting more damage to go face at the moment. And now we have 5 mana and a lot of burn to play. And more ways to find it as well. Let's see what's in our graveyard. We only have light up the stage, so we're not going to run out this other Finale of Promise. It's our only other one, so I want to make sure we hit some good things with it. Yeah, this is where our card draw becomes a little bit less good, is we need to make sure that we can actually... we need to make sure we're actually doing damage, because they can't just keep letting us draw with Risk Factor and never take the damage. We need to actually not spend our mana doing that. We have to start spending mana going face, which we have... How many points of damage right now? We have quite a bit. We have 9 for next turn, and we're dead on the turn after that. Ooh, okay, we're close. All right, so What can we do here? Is there any way to finish them this turn? If not, do we need to kill their creatures? There's a light up the stage. All right, so lightning strike, face. If we spectacle into more skewer the critics, how many did we lose? So we go for light up the stage. There's a skewer the critic. All right, perfect. Oh, we still don't have enough, do we? We had to hit 3. Ah, we're dead. We got them down to 1. And they just had enough stuff out on the battlefield. So maybe I should have tried to hit their creatures instead there. We could have gotten the Phoenix, gotten one of their guys, but I don't think we could have gotten both of them. Maybe both Crackling Drakes and not the Phoenix. No, we didn't have enough mana there. Bummer. All right, up against Guy of Doom. Bring it on, Guy of Doom. What's the supervillain's name? Is it Dr. Doom? I can't think of it right now. Mr. Doom? Dr. Doom? Ah, whatever. I'm keeping this mostly because of Runaway Steamkin. It's actually a little bit awkward here right now. Okay, opt. If we can keep this Runaway Steamkin around, we're going to go for Risk Factor over Sword Point Diplomacy. I love Sword Point Diplomacy, though. It typically gets us a land, for sure. All right, Runaway Steamkin. Pass the turn. They have Bounce Spell. Merfolk Trickster. Interesting. Oh, okay, that's why they played it. All right, that makes sense. All right, swings in. Gain some life. We're going to try to Lightning Strike that, I guess. We need more red mana. All right. I feel like this is just a counter spell, but we are going to try to strike him here. Has a Spell Pierce. Get a counter onto Steamkin, play this tapped, and swing in. I wanted to do that before I swung in, just in case they had another Tricks or whatever. I wanted to make sure that they did spend mana. They're doing 3 damage to us every turn, though. We need to start actually doing damage. So Sword Point Diplomacy might just be the best thing here. Risk Factor does more with Steamkin, though. All right, let's go for Risk Factor. See if it gets countered. Okay, they have a Spell Pierce. Play Swamp and swing in. Man, we finally got a Steamkin and not all of our red spells. Like, if these were like Shocks and Seer the Critics, that'd be beautiful. But no. No go for Hefe. All right, down to 10. We have to get rid of this stinking Trickster. We might just have to hold up as a blocker next turn. All right, let's man. Let's pass the turn. We're going to use Steamkin to block the Trickster here. I'm worried that they're going to have another Merfolk Trickster. We're going to block first. Risk Factor. So I'm guessing they have a Merfolk Trickster here. Dive down, okay. And they spell pierce. Boo. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and use the ability now since it's not going to do anything. Play the risk factor again. Get rid of, I guess, sword point diplomacy. It's not fast enough at this moment. Okay, they take it down to 11. We lose a Steamkin. They don't draw 2 cards. We don't take 4 more points of damage there. Play the mountain. Let's go ahead and sword point diplomacy first. See what else we hit. It might get countered here. A Wizard's Retort. Bummer. Maybe we should have gone for the Sovereign's Bite first. Okay, down to 12. Or sorry, up to 12 now. That is one nice thing about Sovereign's Bite is it does gain us quite a bit of life. I think our best thing to hit here is a Finale of Promise. The issue is if they have another counter, which they've used a lot of counters already. All right. Lightning Strike. So they have Siren Storm Tamer to block anything anyway. So yeah, we're just done. Yep, just done. All right, up against Rogue Revenant. Bring it on, Revenant. Or Rogue. All right, we can keep this. No black mana, but only one card that we would want it for anyway. So let's just play Mountain into Lava Runner. Looking a lot more like just a straight mono red deck right now. But I promise it's not. I'm sorry, Rogue. I'm sorry. Looking very much like it. Alright, swing in for 1. And pass the turn. Hold up Lightning Strike and Shocks. Boros Challenger. Kill him. Let's, that's a lot of damage. Shock Skewer. It gives us a better chance of the risk factor actually drawing us cards if we do enough damage. They're already tapped out, so I'm just playing this when I can. We are down pretty low on cards now. So risk factor definitely going to be necessary. History of Benalia, okay. Ooh, we need to hit black mana. All right, so risk factor. Takes it. This actually slows down their clock, so if they trade off, that's fine. Yeah, they take it down to 6, which we are also fine with. Now all we need to find is a black source. Hopefully they don't have any life gain, like a Lyra or something. Gideon! No! Oh, goodness. Nice. That was a good call by opponent. We're gonna swing in. They're gonna block this time. It makes sense. We're still just getting rid of more things. They're gonna be able to get 4 life gain here. I think we have to go light up the stage and just try to find something good. There's a mountain. Yay. Man, all the black cards in hand and no black mana. A little bit annoying this time.
I will lend you my strength.
Yep, gains 4 life. Oh, man, there is a lot of life gain in this format right now. And there's a Lyra. Yeah, that's game. Really? I just want to see what we would draw here. I'm hoping they let us draw. They probably just take the damage, though, yeah. Yeah, we're done. All right, up against Tony. Bring it on, Tony. Tony is loco. Okay. Man, if we can keep If we were on the play, this is a decent hand. I guess not on the play, it's okay. We have 2 creatures. Health Collector. Well, let's see if this Lava Runner becomes a good blocker or not. Wizard's Lightning is good. That gives us light up the stage possibly next turn. Thorn Lieutenant. Rose the Pelt Collector. Yep. No blocks. Let's see here. Wizard's Lightning. We want to be able to light up the stage here. Which means we would have to go face. Yeah, I think, man, not killing creatures here might come back to haunt us if they just go crazy. Okay, we found a land. No attacks. Pass the turn. Oh, this is a Wildgrowth Walker deck. No. No, no, no. Alright, no blocks. Take it down to 16. Oh, boy. Oh, no, that's not good. Hey, play this tapped and Steamkin. That's all we got. The one turn we have all of our... One game we have all of our creatures. There's a Wildgrowth Walker. We just barely spent our one strike. Dude. Luckily, it looks like they are running really low on lands, though. Just kidding. They got it. We're just doomed. Alright, well, we will block here. Down to 12. Not what we're looking for, but we will still play it. We get to grow our Steamkin. Actually, let's see here. Making the Steamkin big enough might be worthwhile. We might be able to win just by having good enough creatures. And then a lot of removal. No attacks, pass the turn. Another Branch Walker. Comes a 3/5. We can still double block it. Finds a land. They have another Branch Walker or a Seeker Squire. We're not completely out of the game. We're just not really playing it very much yet. Oh, well, land isn't terrible. Let's go ahead and risk factor. I'm guessing they just take it here. Yeah, and let's Sovereign's Bite. 12. Pass the turn. We can play risk factor if they don't swing in again here. Jade Light Ranger, Evolution Sage. Ooh, nice, very nice. Yep, resolve. Come on, do it on my guy. Come on, you know. Oh, fine. You know you wanted to proliferate the Steamkin. Would have been so cool, but no. All right, let's risk factor getting rid of Sovereign's Bite. Sovereign's Bite's good. Hopefully drawing more cards is better. The best draw here would be a Sword Point Diplomacy. It guarantees we draw one thing. Or Swamp. Oh boy. Yeah, that's game right there. If we had hit a Sword Point Diplomacy, there was actually a chance if we just drew all burn spells that we could have we would have been able to just straight up kill him. But oh well. Well, we will concede. All right, so there you guys have exactly why you should not play a straight burn deck in Standard right now. I felt like we were running up against a little bit. Like we had decent hands that was good enough to keep, but not good enough to actually win the matchups that we were playing there. Where I feel like if we had drawn better things, it could have gone better. I don't know. This is just a fun deck, trying it out. I think that we could have changed up a little bit of the numbers of what we were doing. Maybe a few more ways to make sure that we hit our spectacle costs. We didn't really hit a lot of like the best hands that we could have. Maybe we had a few too many lands. I have 21 lands. Maybe I can go down to 20 for something else. Maybe like another Wizard's Lightning. I don't know. Anyway, let me know down in the comments below a way that you can actually make this deck work, because I really want this to work. And I showed every game that we played here. So we went 1 out of 5 games. So 1 and 4. And not very good numbers there. Not very great. The one game that we won was super fun and looked really cool. We've actually got to use our Finale of Promise, which I do think is a powerful card in a deck like this. I think that you can get some value out of it. I do think that it's only ever like a 2 of. And I think maybe we're trying too hard to try to get to our 3 convert mana cost stuff, and maybe we should have tried more for our 4 or 2, or sorry, the 2 convert mana cost things. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of burn in this area right now. Like we need to find more 2 mana burn. Like it really is kind of sad how much 2 mana burn we don't have. Anyway, so please like the video if you guys enjoyed it, and subscribe, and I hope you guys I hope to see you in the next video. Man, I cannot talk. Bye.